Hey guys, my name is Frank DOORhof. I'm a photographer based in the Netherlands and I specialize in teaching workshops. Now, I already showed you some video about an area very close to my home and I really love this area. I bike here a lot, we walk, and well, we just want to keep this right for our future generations. And we all know it's not going well with the environment. So what can you do? Well, in this episode, we're just gonna do the introduction. Because, well, something in our lives is gonna change. Up until now, like most of you guys, we all drove in ICAs, or in other words, internal combustion engines, normal cars. Well, we're gonna change for an electric car, an EV. And in this series, I'm actually gonna show you what we already did, and of course, what we are going to do, and why we do the things that we choose. So join us for this new series, Electrifying the DOORhofs. Now, of course, we can all tell you that it's just about the environment. It's just about saving this planet for our future generations. But you know what? Maybe a few people will actually believe that and literally do it for that purpose. But most of us think about another green, saving money. Now, years ago, we installed 47 solar panels at our house for a very simple reason. We paid a lot of money on energy. And by installing 47 solar panels, we actually get money back each year because we have way more capacity than we actually use. So by installing 47 solar panels, we had a huge investment, but that investment actually pays itself back. And from the money we saved from that, we're now going to buy our first electric car, the Ioniq EV. Now, a lot of people will tell you, like, investing in the environment, you can do that later on, and don't do it now because you don't want to be a forerunner. But the thing is, if you invest stuff now, you actually get a lot of money back from your taxes, you get subsidized, and you get a lot of money that you don't have to invest into your environment, in your home. In other words, when we installed the solar panels, we got a lot of money back from taxes. Now when we buy the car, we actually of course get our 21 VAT back in the Netherlands, but we also only have to pay 4% extra on the car at the end of the year. And with a normal car that can run up to 20%. But we also get a 35% investment discount. So everything combined, you just don't pay the full price for the car. And because we are the first series doing this, and of course we're not the first, but let me put it this way. I didn't want to go to an EV when you only can drive 100 kilometers. I wanted to have something as soon as it broke the 200 kilometers, that's when I'm interested. And the Ioniq actually broke those 200 kilometers. So because we are in the front, let me put it that way, in the front, you do get those discounts. Now, when you step into the whole EV or solar panels later on, like if you step into solar panels now, it's way less interesting than it was when we did it. So always remember, with this kind of stuff, if you step in first, you get a lot of discounts. And in the end, again, it's because of the environment, but it's also because of the green from money what you save. Because you can do so much cool stuff with that. Now, of course, one of the most heard things about going electric is, did you realize that the power you put into your electric car is actually very dirty? Well, yes and no. I don't think it's more dirty than the whole process of getting gas or diesel into your car. But on the other hand, a lot of communities, including our own Emmeloord, are investing very, very heavy in solar fields. And we actually have a solar field very close to our home. See that? It's already there. It's going to be operating next year or the year after. So what about dirty energy? This is the cleanest energy you can get. It's from the sun. It's free. Okay, now at the moment we're still waiting for the delivery of our car, but we did already get the Maxim in and we are preparing for the charging point because, well, you can charge on 230 volts, but that takes a long time. So we want our own charging point. So I'm going to run you very quickly in this first episode through what we bought and why. And maybe it will help you in your decision. So let's get out of this beautiful environment back home. Okay, we're now in front of our house and let's just show you what we already have. So the charging point will be inside our garage and we will put the cable actually here. So we already started digging and preparing, and next week we're going to put the cable in, and then the week after that I hope we have the charging point. Now, there are many options for charging points. You can, for example, go for a 3.6 kilowatt hour. And I just thought, you know what, if we do it, let's do it right. And it's way overkill, but we went for one that's compatible from 3.6 to actually 22 kilowatt hours. Now, it seems like insane amount, 22 kilowatt hours, but you never know what the future brings. And you don't want to invest something and then a year later go like, yeah, you got a new car? No, dude, you need 7 point something or 10 point something. So by investing a little bit more, you actually are ready for the future. And in the end, it was like a 400 euro more. So I think we can save that back in about 2 or 3 years when you have a car that actually needs that power and you have a grid that can actually deliver that power. But who knows, with our solar panels combined with the grid, you never know what the future brings. So better be ready. Okay, this is our power system at home, and as you can see, it's all modern because we have our solar panels, of course. Now at the moment we actually use a system called Energy Link from Home Wizard, and that actually keeps track of our gas and energy levels. But we're going to change that over for a way better system. I'm going to show you that now. Okay, so now we're actually going to use the Maxim, and the cool thing about the Maxim is that it doesn't only keep track of your usage of power and solar, but it will actually balance between the power that you get in from the grid and the power that you get in from your solar panels. So it's a very smart device. It uses sensors and it will actually tell the system like, okay, you have so much power left in your solar, don't take anything out of the grid, or it will actually charge less aggressively when you don't have enough power. So it will save you a lot of money because now you can actually use solar instead of taking the power out of the grid. So very cool invention, and it's actually based in the Netherlands. How about that? We know how to save money. Okay, a little bit more about the Maxim. Now what the Maxim actually makes very smart is that it will actually look at your needs for the house. So let's say you're cooking and you cook electric, that will take a certain amount of kilowatt hours, right? Now if you charge your car, it could be that those two combined will actually take more than your solar panels deliver. And at that point you should normally need the grid, right? And that costs money. Now the Maxim will actually see what the power of the solar panels are, let's say 11 kilowatt hours. It will look at the house, let's say it needs 5 kilowatt hours. It will literally then divide the power between the car, so charging the car, and what you need in your house. So if you have a lot of power in the house, it will actually charge the car a little bit slower. Now if you don't need any power in the house, it will charge the car faster. So it will literally just use up the energy that you have from your solar panels before it goes to the grid. And that's a great option. Now the other thing that the Maxim actually makes possible is for the energy delivery companies. Now we're actually participating in a test because, well, that also gives you an extra discount. Hey, we love that. And that test will actually look in the whole area where you live. So if that whole area needs a lot of power, they will actually from a distance lower the output for your house for charging your car. Now don't worry, it doesn't mean that you don't have any power left in your house, but let's say you're charging your car with 10 or 11 kilowatt hours or whatever. And it will see that there's a spike in the grid. Then it will actually lower the charging of your car to, for example, 3.6 to even that out. Now some people will start complaining like, I don't want my energy company doing that, but I think that's dumb and stupid. For the very simple reason, you don't want power outages, right? You want to keep your grid alive. And if you really don't want it, you can press a button and for 24 hours, the power company doesn't do anything with your Maxim. So really smart device. So check it out. I think it's amazing and it's not that expensive and it saves you a lot of money and hassle. And it's just cool to have gadgets like that, right? Okay guys, that was the first episode of Electrifying the DOORhofs. Don't you just love that title? Now, why did I do a separate episode instead of putting this in behind closed doors? Well, it's very simple. I'm mainly a photographer and I want to keep the YouTube channel as much photography related as possible. But I also love the stuff with the EV, solar panels and all the other stuff. So I didn't want to combine it because maybe some people don't like it at all and only want to see the photography. Or maybe we get some new viewers who love EVs and everything energy related. So you never know. Anyway, if you like what we do, please subscribe to our channel, leave comments below, smash that like button, but most of all, tell other people about it. And again, if you want to know more about solar or the EVs, and most of all, if you have any tips for us, just leave them in the comments below. I will try to reply to all of them. But most importantly, tell other people about our channel so we can grow it for you guys and give you way more stuff. And by the way, if you found this channel through the EVs, make sure you also check out the photography stuff. Hey guys, see you again next time. Bye bye.